Om Samastajana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahmavidvaram Sadgurum Brahmavidvaram. Om Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Chanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Yontah Pravishya Mama Vachamimam Prasuptam Sanjivayatya Kila Shakti Dharaswadhamna Anyanscha Hastacharana Shravanatvagadin Pranan Namo Bhagavate Purushaya Tubhyam Namo Bhagavate Purushaya Tubhyam. So at last Arjuna requested Bhagavan Krishna, "Hey Bhagavan, now I am unable to bear your infinite form, Ghora Rupam, terrible form, where nothing is hidden from Arjuna's view. Whatever is happening in the universal form right now, he is able to see a live motion picture, and it contains all good and bad. Not only auspicious. What we think auspicious, what we think, they are only our intellectual calculations. So we are not prepared. So Arjuna, when he was so much scared of seeing that universal form, he surrendered completely and he requested Bhagavan Krishna, please show me your own Chaturbhuja Rupa, the wonderful form, the pleasant form, smiling Krishna with four hands, Shankha Chakra Gada Padma. I want to see that beautiful blue boy of Vrindavan. That Krishna, charming Krishna, pleasant Krishna, pleasing. And that form which gives me peace. That I wanted to see. Please come back now. So having requested this way, Bhagavan Krishna granted his request and he continues in 47th verse. Shri Bhagavanu Vacha Maya Prasannena Tavarjunedam Rupam Param Darshitam Yogat Tejomayam Vishwamanantamadhyam Yanme Twadanyena Nadruštapurvam Maya Prasannena Tavarjunedam Rupam Param Darshitam Yogat Tejomayam Vishwamanantamadhyam Yanme Twadanyena Nadruštapurvam. A gentle reminder. I hope you are chanting with me, second time chanting. When we are chanting, second time, I hope you are chanting together with me. It doesn't mean you should switch on your, open your mics on and on. No. Just chant so that it will be a reverberating. It's a beautiful prayer. It's a beautiful verses. So when we chant, listening with attention, we are with Bhagavan Krishna at that moment. So he says, now one thing, I showed you this form. Oh, do I deserve? Absolutely not. I have showed you this universal form, not that you deserve. See? Then, Maya Prasannena, out of my grace, out of my compassion, out of my love for you, I completely opened up myself in my universal form to you. Out of my grace, not that you deserve it. So best of the things that happen to us in life, especially in when we go to a guru, in fact, anything, best of the things that happen to us in life, we have an arrogance that we deserve it. That Bhagavan Krishna clarifies in a couple of shlokas. We feel that we deserve it, therefore we got it. From the very, very cheap plane, our lowest plane, one can imagine, oh, I deserve it, I got it. I have done it. I have put forth my efforts. I became a deserving candidate. Therefore, I got it. That's okay. But in fact, to deserve, who made you deserve? Even if you deserve. Even if you deserve, who made you deserve? So in this case, in the case of universal form, seeing that infinite form as a live motion picture of universal form of Bhagavan, Bhagavan Krishna clearly said, I have shown you this form of mine out of grace and not that you deserve it. Maya prasannena, e Arjuna, to you, tava, idam rupam, param rupam, the auspicious, supreme, infinite form of mine, I showed you, darshitam. So first and foremost thing is, it is my compassion, it is my grace. So whenever we get anything, knowledge from Guru, grace from Guru, blessings of Guru, so let us not beat our trumpets saying that I deserve it, therefore Guru had to give me, Guru had to bless me, Guru had no other way except to bless me, therefore I got this. This kind of arrogant statements are not valid. It is sheerly the grace of the Gurus. Sheer grace. So first point we should understand in life is, dear friends, that never ever feel that I deserved it, I got it. Superficially, it looks like that. But contemplate, who made you deserve? Who gave you all the equipment and knowledge and experience and skill and understanding and right kind of attitude and also the perseverance in order to you became deserved. You claim that you became deserved. The perseverance which is required in order to achieve anything, consistency of effort is all given by Bhagavan. Bhagavan had Krishna had already told, it was in 7th chapter. Whatever Shraddha you have in any Devata, that Shraddha is me. I am empowering you that Shraddha. I am giving you that Shraddha to worship any Devata of your choice. Because to satisfy your desire. And whatever you get from that Devata is also given to me, to that Devata. It is me who gave you. So therefore, the one side I empower your Shraddha. Second side I give to you. What you got from Devata is actually my gift to you through that Devata. So you cannot eliminate me at any point in life, at any point in your evolution, any point of your existence. We just can't eliminate him. So what if that form, what you see, what you saw just now, I showed you, this infinite, it's sheerly grace. And grace has no cause and effect. It is not a cause and effect relationship. It's not a cheap way of calculating that I have done this, I got this, I have done that, I got this. It is not that way. The grace is something supreme. So therefore, out of my grace, I showed you. And how did I show? How did I show you? Atma Yoga. Atma Yoga. Through the power of my yoga. Now this, We have to understand. Now see, a guru you take. Without speaking any word, guru is capable of illuminating our intellect. That is very important. Many times in my life, I have received such instructions from Puja Gurudev by merely looking at me. And again, it is grace, his grace, that I could understand his communication without words by mere looks. That means what? It is Guru Yoga, the yoga of Guru. Some special power in him. Because of that, without any words, he could make me understand by mere looks. So it is a special yoga, Atma Yoga of the Guru. So intellect to intellectual comprehension, transfer of knowledge from one intellect to other intellect without using any words, perhaps even without using any eyes also. Somehow intellect to intellect communication takes place. That somewhere Guru is standing somewhere physically, but Guru can illumine your intellect through his intellect. So intellect is not the correct word, because intellect in English, when we use, we dilute it. We think it is intellectual, means, it is not the buddhi, awakened buddhi, prajna, right word. So through the consciousness of the Guru, he can transfer any amount of knowledge, any amount of understanding, even though the disciple is far away physically from the Guru. But Guru can communicate and brighten the intellect. That is the special power of the Guru. Not the disciple deserving and all that. No, 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 no. If he wants, Guru can hold the vulgar mind, disturbed mind, restless mind, agitated mind of the disciple for some extent, for up to some time. He can hold it, suspend it, all the agitations. And he has got that ability to push through his mere sankalpa, through his power of yoga, through his intellect, to the disciple's buddhi. And disciple suddenly gets an insight, an idea, an awakening thought. It is not because that we deserve it. It is the Guru who pushed it. Guru hurled the mind, restless mind, agitated mind, suspended all our agitations for some time, for a moment, for a fraction of a second. And he injected. So from Guru's Atma Yoga, Shishya got that kind of a brilliant understanding. Similarly, it is because of the Atma Yoga of the Supreme Paramatma, the Lord. Krishna says very clearly, Atma Yoga, through power of my yoga, I made you see, not that you deserve it, but I made you see my form of the infinite form. So I gave the special skill, third eye, whatever you call Divya Chakshu. In spite of all the fear and terrible condition of Arjuna, that which he is right now in the war, he was in at least. In the terrible, extremely confused condition, Bhagavan Krishna could hold the mind of Arjuna for some time by his own power of yoga and exposed him to the experience of the universal consciousness. That consciousness which is peeping through, entire through creation, dancing through matter, matter is dancing, vibrating, pulsating. The dynamic picture, because of touch of the consciousness at the cosmic level, and in one go. in the very frame of the Bhagavan Krishna's body. Very important. Atma Yoga. So our ego that, we deserve. He said, what? He went to, who made her deserve? So Atma Yoga, through my power of yoga, I showed you this. Out of my compassion, my grace upon you. What did I say? I show you. Tejomayam, Vishwam, Anantam, Anantamadyam, Yan me tadanyena na drushtapurvam. And what is that? That power of my yoga, what did I show you? That Tejomayam Rupam. Full of splendor, full of light, which we and I cannot understand. The flashlight, 1,000 watt, for example. Tejomayam. It is there. But then that splendor of that light is very pleasant to watch. Yet, it is not easy to watch. Because the fear comes into that experience. So the splendorous form of mind, Tejomaya Rupam, Vishwam, the universal form, splendorous universal form. So universe is a living entity, living Paramatma. It is a being, universal being. It is alive. It is, if you can just talk to the universe responds. Universe is not Jadavastu. Everywhere the life is pulsating. Therefore, it is Tejomayam, Vishwam, universal, and Anantam, endless form of mind. So I showed you the splendorous form, the universal form, which is universal, and that is endless. Again, universe doesn't mean that you limit a particular cosmos. No, it is endless form of mind. Ananta Koti Vishwas or universes are existing in me. Anantam. Adyam, the primeval, meaning the primordial, the first expression of that Brahman as Ishvara. That yat me rupam, tad anyena na drushtapurvam. That form of man, yat me rupam, tejomaya rupam, vishwam anantamadyam rupam, param rupam, darshitam, atma yogat, that which I have showed you, that universal form, splendorous form, universal form, infinite form, and the primal expression of that Paramatma as me, as Ishvara, that which I showed you. Tvat, that rupam, tad rupam, anyena na drushtapurvam. Na drushtapurvam, anyena. Nobody else had seen this universal form before you. No one has seen this form before you. So Puja Gurudev clarifies. It doesn't mean that earlier no one had seen this universal form. But no one had seen this form, Arjuna, in the condition in which you were in. The condition that which you are in that condition, nobody had seen before. Meaning you are the rarest and the special, not rarest, the only case where your mind is extremely confused, shattered, afraid, shivering, completely blocked. Your vision is blocked. You don't know what to do and what not to do. Blinking, by seeing at the universal form. In that condition, I showed you this. So in this way, in this condition, of yours, or that which you were in for some time before, or you right now you are in. No one else had seen this form. So you are the rarest. So don't be egoistic. It is because of my grace. Yeah, in exams we get grace marks. Grace marks. Grace marks added 5 and promoted him to next class. So it's a grace of the class teacher or the teacher who evaluated that particular result, or the grace of the principal who accepted the proposal. Okay, you can give him grace marks and push him to higher class. But tell his parents, tell him also. As such, you don't deserve to go to next class. But it is our grace that we are promoting you. Therefore, at superficial level, again, I'm telling you, one may claim that I deserve it, I got it. I have worked hard. It all looks correct. But if you go investigate deeply, the very capacity to put forth our best efforts, to stick with them, the efforts, is grace. So, this form of mind. Or Arjuna may feel, I have done something. No, Bhagavan Krishna further clarifying it. Not that you have done something, because this form of the experience of this universal form is not an effect of any cause. What to do to draw your attention, O Guru? The day you drop this thought and surrender to the Guru's work, and the Guru's grace you will experience one day. Again, it is not the cause and effect relationship. Therefore, he says, न वेद यज्ञाध्ययनैर्न दानैः न च क्रियाभिर्न तपोभिरुग्रैः एवं रूपं शक्य अहं नृलोके द्रष्टुं त्वदन्येन कुरु प्रवीर न वेद यज्ञाध्ययनैर्न दानैः न च क्रियाभिर्न तपोभिरुग्रैः एवं रूपशक्य अहं नृलोके द्रष्टुं त्वदन्येन कुरु प्रवीर. This form of mind is not gained, is not capable of seeing. Aham na drashtum nruloke. In this world of human world, you cannot see me. What is that human world you can do? Only you can do this kind of rituals. Yajna, Naveda, Adhyayanaihi. Not by studying the scriptures or Vedas. You can see me this form. No. Not by studying the Vedas. Na danaihi. Veda yajna adhyayanaihi. By study of the Vedas or performing yajnas or by chanting, you cannot reach me. You cannot see this form. Na danaihi. Nor by charity. I give gift this, gift that. Will I be able to see that universal form? No. Na danaihi. Na kriyabhihi. Not by rituals. Upasana, puja. Kriyabhihi. Na tapobhihi. And not by austerities. Not by kriya yoga. Not by austerities. Various vrata, vows. Strict vows. To see Bhagavan. No. Tapobhirugraihi. Ugraihi tapasya. Severe tapasya also. Austerities also. You cannot see this form. Evam rupa shakyam aham nruloke. This way, to see me in this human world of this form of mine, by all these available means and methods in human world, you cannot see me. Tadanyena kuru pravira. Therefore, there is nobody other than yourself. See, tvat loke drashtum tadanyena. Other than yourself, no one else had seen this form. Tadanyena. People have desired, I want to see that universal form. I want to see that. They may have desired. And they do what they can do. They do only yajna, yagadi, karmas, vratas, austerities, puja, path, japa, tapa. Oh, does that mean that all these things are useless? Absolutely not. They prepare us. They prepare us. But this universal form, seeing the universal form is a yogic experience, meaning especially Atma Yoga. So not by these things you get. You by doing these things you get purified. Your mind becomes purified. You become excited. You become very very pure inside. Become peaceful, calm, radiant, quiet, energetic. Vigor will increase. Always enjoying the peace, proximity of my, all that you can experience. Seeing the form. Not possible. In this way, Nruloke, in this world, human world, to see me, it's just not possible. So, none of the known methods of reaching him or known methods of progress, spiritual progress, will not fetch you that experience of infinite reality, cosmic form. So, continuing, Bhagavan Krishna says, Mate vyatha macha vimudha bhavo दृष्ट्वा रूपं घोरमीद्रुं ममेदं व्यपेतभिः प्रीतमनः पुनस्त्वं तदेव मे रूपमिदं प्रपश्य मा ते व्यथा मा च विमूढभावो दृष्ट्वा रूपं घोरमीद्रुं ममेदं व्यपेतभिः प्रीतमनः पुनस्त्वं तदेव मे रूपमिदं प्रपश्य माते व्यथा. Don't be afraid. Now, my dear, don't get scared of my form, infinite form. Don't be afraid. Macha vimudha bhavaha. Don't get into, no, enter into the bewildered, confused, confounded state of suspended in the mind. In a state where I don't know what is happening to me. Bewildered state. Mate vyatha macha vimudha bhavaha. So don't get bewildered of seeing that. Društva rupam, having seen this rupam of mine, form of mine, don't be afraid and don't get bewildered, confused. Ghoram idrung idam rupam. Ghoram idruk mama idam. Mama idam rupam. This nature of mine, form of mine, which is terrible form of mine, this terrible form of mine having seen. Don't be afraid. Don't get bewildered. It's a variety. The experience of universe is variety. It's not that what we know, what we can imagine, multiplied in a bigger way, it is called cosmic darshan. No, 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 no. What we see is only a speck in the creation. Many things we don't know. Sadhyas, so many worlds, so many beings, so many Mahatmas, so many, negative forces, all are there in this universal form. It is not that a multiplication of our experiences in the form of things and beings at a cosmic level, meaning huge proportion which we cannot experience and understand. That is not Vishwarupa. So what we are experiencing through our sense organs is only a wee bit of his total being. We don't even know what all existing in him. Arjuna only painted that words and all. He could not. Again and again he was surrendering. Many words he repeated in that prayer. So, having seen this form of mind, don't get bewildered. Don't be afraid, my dear. Vyapeta bihi. So, drop the fear with thy fear dispelled. Pritamanaha. With a pleasant mind. Be pleasant now. Be pleasant. Pritamanaha. Your heart is very gladdened heart, pure heart, happy, peaceful heart, radiant heart, quiet heart, calm heart, joyful heart, pleasant heart. With that pritamanaha, punahtam tadeva rupam idam darshaya. So again you see that form of mind, old form of mind, which you were familiar earlier. Because this form of mind you don't know. This is me. Don't get scared. So therefore, Puja Gurudev says that experience of that infinite form, it's like a few seconds, a flash sometimes. But to explain that flash, what Arjuna had experienced and what kind of emotions had run high through him, to put them on paper, it took so long. Having seen this, Bhagavan Krishna said, come back to original. I come back to original form. See this, the Deva Rupam me darshay. That Krishna, the old blue boy of Bhagavan, which you used to love, Krishna form. See that form. Then he withdrew that universal form. Sri Krishna Chandra Bhagavan ki jai. God with that infinite form, which all of us also were trying to play in the veranda of that cosmic form. Trying to play with the words of Arjuna. Trying to understand through the words of Arjuna. But beyond that, we have no access to that. Yet at least we are in the courtyard or the front post of the house. Now that form of Bhagavan Krishna, infinite form, he withdrew. Immediately, as though the great burden has been removed from Arjuna, he could see only Bhagavan Krishna smiling, came back to his own height, his own cousin, as though it was all gone. Sometimes a bad dream, like bad dream. It is not a bad dream. Here, has it suddenly, oh my God, what I gone through? What I had gone through. So the scene shifts to Sanjay and Dhritarashtra. So Sanjay started telling what happened on the first day of the war. So what happened? Sanjaya uvacha ityarjunam vasudevastatoktva swakam rupam darshayamasa bhuyaha आश्वासयामास च भीतमेनं भूत्वा पुनः सौम्य वपुर्महात्मा. इत्यर्जुनं वासुदेवस्तथोक्त्वा स्वकं रूपं दर्शयामास भूयः आश्वासयामास च भीतमेनं भूत्वा पुनः सौम्य वपुर्महात्मा इति अर्जुनं वासुदेवः तथा उक्त्वा तथा इति अर्जुनं भगवान श्री कृष्ण having spoken to Arjuna iti thus in this way Arjunam Vasudeva Tatha Uktva Swakam Rupam Darshayamasa Bhuyah. Again, he showed Swakam Rupam is own original form. Actually, original form is infinity. Doesn't matter. So Swakam Rupam is own form. As blue boy of Vrindavana, Bhagavan Krishna. Swakam Rupam Darshayamasa. He showed Arjuna, he withdrew, and again he stood Bhagavan Krishna in front of Arjuna, smiling, as though nothing had happened. Very pleasant, smiling Bhagavan Krishna. So charming. That smile itself loots our hearts, clears all our subconscious and conscious vulgarities. Bhagavan Krishna's smile is enough. If you can meditate on Krishna's smile, that Mandaspita Bhagavan Krishna, that smile conveys many things. Depending upon our own evolution, we can give our own commentary to that smile. Focusing on that divine smile, we'll be relieved of all tensions and stress and strain. We get totally relaxed. That form of Krishna, he showed. That universal form, withdrew, and he got that kind of darshan. That ashvasayamas. He consoled Arjuna. Don't worry, my dear. Don't get scared. It is me. When tiger face you wear and then suddenly the child was scared and crying, or immediately the father would remove that mask and hug the child and said, my dear, it is me, it is me, it is me. Don't worry, don't worry. He was inconsolably crying. But I am trying to console. The father says, I'm trying to console the child now. Sorry, my dear, I didn't know that. I thought you were ready to receive that kind of a terrible form of mine, putting a mask, but you didn't understand. It is me behind all the terrible form, the mask. Doesn't matter, my child. So he gives consoles. And then the child takes promise, never ever show this ugly form before me. I'm scared. When he grows, father puts a mask. Father, बहुत हो गया drama, उतार दो. So this is Arjuna was consoled. Ashvasayama. Whom? Enam Arjunam Bhitam Arjunam Ashvasayamas. Bhitam means afraid one. Bhitam Arjunam, the afraid one, terrified one. Ashvasayamasa. Bhagavan Krishna consoled him. Ashvasayamasa. Enam Bhutva Punaha Saumya Vapur Mahatma. So that means having shown again the Saumya Vapuhu, that Mahatma, the Paramatma, Ashvasayamasa. Having shown his the beautiful form, gentle form, kind form, pleasant form, beautiful form, peaceful form, unagitated. You can't get any agitation looking at that form of the Bhagavan Krishna. So having become that form, Bhagavan Krishna consoled Arjuna. Then Arjuna suddenly, he became so happy. He's relieved. At once he's relieved. A deep breathing. Example I'm giving you. Suppose somebody is hospitalized and on deathbed or in surgery. She went to surgery, operation theater. You're so anxious, restless. 3, 4 hours operation. The doctor comes and smiles. He is safe now, out of danger. Thank God. You know, Arjuna having seen that form of Krishna, human form of Krishna, Arjuna became peaceful. Thank you. He says, Arjuna vacha drushtvedam manusham rupam tava saumyam janardana idanemasmi samvrittaha sachetah prakrutim gataha drushtvedam manusham rupam tava saumyam janardana idanemasmi samvrittaha Sacheta prakritim gataha društva idam a manusham rupam. Having seen this human form of yours, a Bhagavan, manusham rupam idam rupam društva tava manusham rupam društva and which rupam? Saumyam rupam tava saumyam rupam tava saumyam manusham rupam društva idam, this form of yours, which is saumya, pleasant human form, having seen, O Janardana, Jananardayati. Janardana. O Janardana, O Lord Bhagavan, O Krishna. Now, idanim, now, asmi samvrittaha, sachetaha, samvrittosmi, sachetaha. Samvrittosmi means what? I am now composed. Samvrittosmi. Because sachetaha, meaning my mind is restored now to its own original peaceful condition, original nature. Earlier, I was so scared. Now mind has withdrawn. Mind is restored to its original nature, peaceful. How terrifying it was. Sweating, shivering, terrified, scared, horripilations. Idani must be samvritta. Sachetaha prakritim gataha. Sacheta means having, chetas means mind. Sachetaha, the mind having restored to its original nature. Prakritim gataha meaning it gone back to its own original prakriti. So now I am more composed, more happy. All that fear had gone. Better be like this only forever. Again, don't ever show me that horrible form of yours. I can't bear it. Even if you imagine that, oh my God, now I'm happy. Now, beautiful thing. See, just as a high BP patient, high blood pressure patient, he cannot be exposed to the high Himalayan ranges, the high, beautiful, ecstatic, exotic locations on the top of the mountains, Himalayas, and the range of Himalayan mountains. And those heights, oxygen is slightly lesser than on the ground. But you are standing there, very heights. But I am a BP patient. So I cannot go there and experience the heights of Himalayas. See, the Himalayan view. Having a giddy consciousness, giddiness will come. चक्कर आता है. For I am a BP patient. Similarly, Puja Gurudev says, we are not prepared, very important point, we are not prepared for higher experiences of our spiritual progress. The sentence is not, yes, there. So we are not prepared for that higher experiences of spiritual progress, where I drop my identification with the body, mind gets separated from the body. One day it has subtle body as separate, but now on deep meditation, the identification with the body is dropped. I am not prepared to go through that experience. Still, Arjuna was not fit enough for this experience. Had Bhagavan Krishna not held the mind of Arjuna without getting it tear into pieces after seeing the Vishwarupa, it is sheerly Bhagavan's protection. Or another example is that a tiger, when a child in a zoo asks the daddy, Daddy, where is the tiger's cage? I wanted to go and see. Where is the tiger's cage? So he found out where it, somebody guided, oh, that side tiger is there. Tiger's cage. So the boy was led by the father nearer the cage. The coincidence, that time the tiger roared. Top roar. Listening to that, child gets scared. He runs away. I am remembering my earlier experience as a child. So some sound is, I will not explain much now. I will not tell you about much of that. Some sound used to always scare me. Particular peculiar sound of one particular place. But I would go there. Every time I will go to that place. But I get scared and I used to cry long back. But I am not prepared to understand that that sound is unavoidable for that particular work as a mission. In that mission makes that sound, full stop. But somehow it is to disturb my heart. I was only very young, unpleasant. And after that, he gets scared and he develops high temperature. The child develops high temperature because of listening to the tiger's roar. Similarly, Arjuna admits here, I was scared, now I am my idanim samruttaha asmi cheta sachetaha. Now samruttosmi, now my mind is composed, pleasant, happy. Thank God. Thank God that thank you. You are the God. So spiritual journey exposes us to various experiences while I'm on treading on the path. Lord puts us to a lot of tests. And only with His grace and help we can overcome them and enter into the portals of divine experience. So, having said this, Arjuna, when he said this, Bhagavan Krishna was happy. Then he started speaking again. And with that, Bhagavan Krishna's and four more verses. Yeah, four more verses are there. So Bhagavan will conclude. In the next class, we will try to conclude this 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Vishwarupa Sandarshana Yoga. The last verses are four verses of Bhagavan Shri Krishna. Thank you for today. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Shri Krishna Chandra Bhagavan Ki Jai. Vishwarupa Bhagavan Ki Jai. Thank you all. Hari Om.